for starting things with a bang. Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. He leaves it with his back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Into the secondary on the right. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Grab behind the line. It's Beard. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's
going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. You got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Leaves it with the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Off-play action on 1st down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Trying to get the corner. Finds a crease at the 20. Flying down the right side. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hawaii. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Trying to power it in. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one deep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's the handoff. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Inside the 40. Open space at the 25. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Warriors.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He's got the tight end. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Quick step and go. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineer.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mountaineer.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
The chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep throws.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Now on the move. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now, a great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. The screen, he's got wheels. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and take it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Beard. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets him to the 34.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. Buccaneers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone.
Touchdown, West Virginia. And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Wells. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Looking to the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hawaii. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Wants to go up top. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's it, 5. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He wants to change this route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This time it's complete. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Finds his back in the middle. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break.
First down, West Virginia.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job of getting him to the ground.
Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
A run for the quarterback. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Making side adjustments here. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Mountaineers are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Old Dominion. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Get it out on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. It'll be third and long. He's looking to throw. Rushes on him. Gets it to the back. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. So going for it on fourth down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
Back to pass. Going for it all. Catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught in the backfield, it's Hills. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The play action fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They didn't look to push it downfield, and the running back not quite able to get to the sticks.
Yeah, but I don't mind the decision. I like getting it to my guy and trusting him to make a play and get the first down. But now puts me in a different situation. 4th down. Do I want to go for it? What do I want to run?
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hills. Breaks free. Touchdown, West Virginia. And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to throw it. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. And one is picked off in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
At the 36. And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. He's taking a deep shot. Underneath toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
First down for the offense.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw. He lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They want to throw it. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
It's complete on the right side. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game.
West Virginia, 56.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll give it to Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rank